Hi, I'm Saneliso Moyo. I am a labor and employment and human rights lawyer and a partner at Goldblatt Partners in Toronto, and I graduated from Father Michael McGivney. As a labor and employment and human rights lawyer, my job every day is to advocate on behalf of working people. I work exclusively for unions and individual employees, and so I view the work that I do through the law as my social justice tool to try and fight for the rights of all people, but in particular working people. I think my Catholic education for me really helped ground my understanding of social justice and the importance of equity and equality and principles of justice. I like to think of Jesus as the original social justice warrior, and so I think through my education at Father Michael McGivney in particular, social justice seemed to really be at the core of a lot of the student clubs that I was part of, and it really helped me to ground and understand my own activism and how I could use my voice as a tool for change. And I happened to find a career that lets me do that every day. But I think when I think back to my high school and my experience at Father Michael McGivney, I think it was unique and unlike most people's experiences because McGivney was a really special place. It was a school where there were people from every corner of the world. And I think one of the highlights of my high school experience was the annual international night, because it gave each student and each community that was reflected in our school community an opportunity to showcase their culture, their food, their language, their clothes, their art. And I think that, McGivney was on the diversity train before diversity was a thing and was a trend. And I think that it really created a space where people could be themselves, and it was okay to be different because we were all different. We all came from different places. We all had different experiences. And we went to a high school where our teachers looked like us, where our administrators looked like us, and where we could be ourselves. And I think that, when you're a teenager, it's hard enough to be yourself. And so having an environment where that's okay and that's celebrated is really important. When I found out that I was being recognized as a distinguished alumni, I felt really happy. It was great because I think I'm fortunate to have an ongoing relationship with the YCDSB, partly because my dad worked for the board for a long time, but I've also maintained a relationship with many of my teachers and the administrators who were there for me in high school. And so it felt really great to be recognized. They've always been my champions. Ever since I was in high school, they encouraged me and they promoted me and they gave me opportunities. And so it sort of felt like a full circle moment where, now I'm a real grown-up. They're recognizing the things that I'm doing now, but they're all things, I really do believe that I am where I am today because when I was in high school, my various teachers gave me opportunities to explore the things that were of interest to me, to take on leadership roles, to use my voice for activism, and they're the reason why I am here today, right? They gave me those first early opportunities, and so this really does feel like a full circle moment where, I get to say, look what I've done with all the tools that you guys taught me. I think it's important to remember that even in high school, even as a student, a grade 9 or a grade 12, wherever you are in that mix, you can make a difference. And I think you've got great teachers, you've got great supports in the YCDSB, and there are so many opportunities for you as students that you can take advantage of. Some of my best memories are from high school and the different things that I got to do, whether it was leadership conferences or starting new clubs at school. And I think if you have an idea, talk to someone about it, because I don't think there was ever an idea that I had or me or my friends had as student organizers that we didn't get to somehow put into action. And I think that's really where you set the foundation for any of the things you want to do in the future, right? You can test out your entrepreneurial skills in high school. You can test out your leadership skills in high school. And so really use that as an opportunity. It really is a safe space to test those ideas out, have guidance, have support. And, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not succeed. But I think high school is a great opportunity to figure those things out and test those waters. So I would say, got an idea, try it, because there's no time like the present to make that idea come to life. I really do think that the YCDSB is a very special place, and I was fortunate enough to go to a school where, like I said, I could be myself, and where I think many of my friends could be themselves and grow and learn. And I just think that, it's an amazing place to learn and to develop as a young person. And so I think people should take full advantage of all of the resources and opportunities available to them. and to keep building the connections that they have with their teachers and their school communities, because those are connections that, I am now more years past my graduation than I'd like to say, but my teachers and my educators are still some of my biggest champions and supporters. And so that means a lot to me. And so never underestimate the influence that someone, you're meeting in the halls of your high school might have on you for the rest of your life.